Yeah, I'm supposed to give him a thumbs up before we go into this process. Is that correct?
No.
No, we wait for him to have the line
Right.
stretched.
The thumbs up, it says that you're ready to take off.
Okay.
Alright, so you have the controls, Jerry.
Okay, I have the controls.
Alpha, no traffic, skydivers in the sky at 4,000, look out below.
Okay, give him 3 rudder wags if you're ready. He'll acknowledge back.
Okay.
Nose up, nose up. Okay, there you go. Now, there you go. Just hold it here. Don't climb. Don't move the stick around. Just hold it here. Keep it level. Alright, you got the controls now. Come up with him. Don't get below him. This is where you'll get him nervous, and he may beat you the rope if you keep pulling till it close to the ground. Okay? All right, you got the control. Thank you. Dropping to the inside, we're going to get slack line. Ease down nice and smoothly. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. Excellent.
I started, going wandering from side to side. I'm going,
Exactly.
what is causing that? I don't know.
Well, what's causing it is it's twofold. One is that if you drop the wing even a little bit, you're going to drift. The other is that when you get low, that the weight that's happening here, what's happening if you don't know the aerodynamics, maybe you do, but you have the high pressure, which is the low pressure, the underside of the wing's high pressure, the top side the low pressure. Out at the tip, the air is rolling around the tip of the wing to try to get to that low pressure side. So you've got a horizontal tornado back there. And on the right side, it's spinning counterclockwise, and on the left, it's spinning clockwise. So when you get on top of it, it starts rolling the glider back and forth. Alright? You want to take the controls back?
I got it.
You got it. That's what this bumping is. Okay. And that's a good thing, but yeah, when that happens, we don't want to be looking all over the place. We want to be watching the turn plane because he's the danger for us right now. Alright? So you take the controls back. See his wing go up? Yep. Boom. There it is for us. Alright, so we're clear to the left and right. Let's go ahead and release and make that climbing turn to the right. Don't release below him. Okay. You want to be at least even with him now. Release and turn to the right. Climbing turn. There you go. Wow, Jerry, that was really very good. I've never let anybody fly anywhere near that much of the toe this early on.
Like I said, I'm anxious to learn.
Well, you did great. So, all right, let's turn back towards the radio towers. We felt a little bit of lift over there. Pull in some trim, we can go ahead and put the trim in now.
Looking for the fill plane. I don't see where he went.
He probably turned back to the lake already because for him that's the shortest way back to the airport. So let's slow down again. We're going to go back to our best glide speed. Alright, you feel that bumping?
Yep. Right.
Whichever way you think it is. I'm not on the controls, but we'll turn one way or the other. Yeah. We need to keep going, otherwise we're going to be too low to make another turn. Let me take it here, see if I can find this clip. 1001, 1002, 1003.
Wow, these movements are a lot more aggressive than what I was anticipating.
And that's it. With the lift being what it is right now, we have to get the plane in it, and we don't have time to mess around. If we don't find it here within the next minute, we're going to be heading off the ridge because we're too low. Really, you don't want to thermal any lower than you're willing to stall the aircraft. So. Okay.
That's control.
Hoping I could get it in some lift and you could extend it for you after that happened. Alright, now let's go to the left. Right there at the bottom of the shadows where they are down at the bottom of the bridge, there's thermal activity. That's where it'll be popping off. Right there where those thermal, where the shadow boundary is. Okay? Okay, we're in sync, so let's speed it up. Let's go a little bit to the right. The shadow boundary's over there. Go. And there it is. That's the lift. Oh, we'll start turning to the right. Move out of the lift. So let's try this spot right down here, because there's sinking air. A little bit more to the right. Right there. That's good. Where are you? Alright. Well, then, let's go over towards the water tank. We felt the lift over there. I was like, oh, what are we doing over this lift? Slow us down. Slow down. Slow us down some more. Minimum sink is about 45, so... Alright, well, let's turn back over towards the water tank. See if we can find
The water tank is...
over right at the bottom of the ridge down there.
Oh, okay.
We had some bumps as we were coming up there. Alright, let's bring our speed back to our best glide. Slow us down. Slow down and let's turn to the right. There you go. Now, fairly aggressively. There you go. And we want to hold it about like that. Let's see if we can get it to come up. I can look at it and get altitude out of it. So it's got to be back over this way. There it is. 1001, 1002, 1003. Better, 600 up, yeah. It's leaked on this side, so we need to push in a little bit. Around. Push in a little further this time. 1001.
You're counting.
Because I can't see the thermal, I'm just getting a mental image in my head. By counting to stay in this direction, that's all. I'm just counting to try to get a idea of what this thermal looks like.
We're lifting about 200, but sinking 400, right?
Well,
Isn't that the way it was?
No, well, with at this speed, the glider is sinking at about 200 feet per minute. The fact that it says we're going up 200 tells us the air is going up 400.
Yeah, okay.
I'm adjusting our, well, you've done RC. You adjust your circle to get in the strongest part of the lift.
Yeah.
And we want to use the minimum bank angle to stay inside the lift because then the wings are working for us. So flying a constant bank and a constant pitch makes it so we can fly good circles. And until we know what the shape this thermal is, all we can really do is adjust those circles to try to find out where it is. And then once we figure out the shape, then we can fly weird shapes. Right now.
So that was on the outside of the circle right there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get stronger as we come back this way. So I'm going to level out just for an instant and turn back into it.
How wide do these thermals usually...
It really depends. It varies all over the place. But typically, this bank angle that we're doing right here is a pretty good bank angle. It's about 30 degrees of bank. And you'll stay inside the lift pretty well. Now, it's not uncommon to have really strong but small diameter thermals, which means you have to really rack it up on a wingtip to stay in it. that happens. But let's say the diameter of this is probably on the order of about 800 feet, something like that. Anyway, you want to try it? Take your hand, you go ahead and keep us going around the circle. Okay. You got the control.
I'll get the control.
Feel that lift right there as we go into it?
Yep.
Yeah, remember that if you do look at the Vario, it's actually history. It's what happened back there. So,
Okay.
it's just that if you see 400 up, it was what we just flew through, not where we are. So that's why get a feel for it. You'll feel it, and then you can look at the Vario and say, it's going up. That's how strong it was. I can adjust my circle back to that position.
It's interesting, you can actually see the plane lift from the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, at least I think I'm seeing it.
Yeah, you do, yeah. You get to the point where you can really get to where you're judging closure rates is what you get to looking at really well, especially when you're flying in tow. That is, you get really good at that, and you'll be able to see that, yep, the ground is falling away or it's coming up.
Anybody else up here?
I know there was another guy up there. I don't know if he's landed yet. I didn't hear him call on the radio. Oh, Bill's at the control set. We'll just come on around and see if he's back on the ground. Can't tell. Doesn't look like he's back.
roughly, how much altitude can you, I mean, we're not going down. We're pretty much maintaining based on this altimeter. So, what kind of, there's a lot of sync right there.
Well, when you fly out of the car, it's going down on the outer side of the thermal cell. That's what happens. You'll go from up to severe down.
And that shimming, that's a little bit of a stall feeling, is it not?
What's that?
The shimming of
That
the...
burbling is they're right on the verge of stall.
Yeah, okay.
And in the 233, it's designed, you can hear that hum. That hum is telling you that's right about the speed you want to be working lift, because that's the angle of attack, and the way it's doing it, it's bouncing off the side of the fuselage, off of that fabric in the back, and it's humming. And it just so happens that that speed is just about the perfect speed to be working lift. So when you hear that, that's, you know, you hit the sweet spot. Yeah, that hum right there, that's
Interesting.
and you can see we're climbing really good. It just is, I don't believe they engineered it that way, but I've just noticed that in every 233 I've ever flown, you hear that hum and you look down and that's a good place to be thermal, and it just is the right sweet spot. You'll feel the plane better if you sit in the middle.
Okay. All right. I remember you describing that the last time. Now everybody tends to want to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oop, stall speed there. Huh. Any reason why we can't turn the other way?
You can turn the other direction if you want.
Does it?
It's just a good way to live.